the insane peak the last one gave us, I think we are about to head into the fray once again. CartoonBuffoon's and ready to beat his own, of course. Hopefully beating it by quite a lot. But we have JJ here, who literally just PB'd like 10 minutes with a 50 flat. His PB was a 50.05. He was on 49 pace in the sky, and it kind of slipped away from him there. So this is going to be a pretty interesting race to watch. JJ in good form right now. Looking for that second race magic to kick in. I'm here once again with to bring this one to you guys live. How you go? How anything life-changing happened in the last 2.5?
I use the bathroom, so that I'm ready to go for this race, and I've got myself another drink. Remember, people, stay hydrated and such, and we can. I'm actually not drinking water. I'm drinking soda.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not trying for
the flowing of the water in my.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not like Triforce TK. I don't have as much of an appreciation for water.
Triforce TK and my appreciation for water, okay? You can't appreciate.
But
I'm just messing with you, but I do genuinely like to drink water. You know.
Yeah, as Badger has mentioned though, JJ with the PB right before this, and Cartoon, as you will have seen, with the 57.59. So a little bit of a difference, about 8 minutes between those two runs, but we'll have to see how this race goes. JJ still shaking after his PB just now, and Cartoon saying hope his controller doesn't unplug this race. So I guess that is what happened at Dark World.
Yeah, he took a death in Dark World by kind of just running off the stage, and I was wondering if his controller got stuck. Seems like that is what happened. Black to skip though. Let's see if they can get it off to a much better start than previously. Cartoon did in fact miss Lack to skip in the first race, and now he's got it. So already complete flip from race number 1, and they are in fact synced up going into the first painting.
Yeah, Cartoon already ahead of the last run, so if he doesn't beat that last run, then he will have clearly lost an extra 8 seconds at least during the course of the run. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but yeah, both runners also getting a nice and quick bomb clip there, synced coming out of BOB as well.
Yep, nothing to report here, and it does look like the Cartoon we're used to seeing, getting through the beginning. Just another day in the office here. And synced up, going to Womps, to the slide before Womps.
Yeah, both runners going with that Womps 9.
Yeah. Both Cartoon and JJ chasing that ever elusive 49. Kind of time that a lot of the veterans have no trouble pulling out in races, but honestly, it's such a huge milestone for anyone who is running the game or just trying to get there for the first time. Cartoon has like a 50. Wait, I think you said it was like a 50-23, right?
No, it's a 50-12 for Cartoon. It was Copitz with a 50-24.
Nice.
So yeah, these runners very, very close in PB as well. Actually, the same difference between Copitz and Cartoon as Cartoon and JJ now with that PB from JJ. So just 12 seconds between them. Funny how these things work out, isn't it? But yeah, both runners heading into a Womps Fortress now.
Yes, and there's a lot to be desired for Cartoon. The last one was not the best he's ever done by any stretch. JJ also getting off to a rocky start here, struggling to get up to Owlus. This is what we saw from CartoonBuffoon, but looks like he might have it under control.
Yeah,
Cartoon
nicely
getting
done.
Texture setup as well. He didn't do it. He did the ledge grab setup.
Yeah, as you're saying, the elusive 49 these runners are going for actually be the first change in the first number of their PB in quite a while. Going from sub 1 into the 50s and then from the 50s into the 49. So that'll be a big milestone for both of these guys if they can get that soon. Yeah, both runners, well, like Cartoon had a slightly faster Owless and a Cannonless than JJ. A little bit of a lead for Cartoon as he goes to start off this half cycle 100 coin. And JJ going for the ring of coins to start off with.
Yeah, JJ used to be a half cycle kind of guy, but he decided that, you know what, I'm a good enough player to do the more advanced movement. You know, I can be very early to the cycle. It is actually quite forgiving. You don't have to really try to be early. So JJ, good execution here. Cartoon looking to execute a clean half cycle. They'll lose this about 4 seconds, but still very consistent, very solid. You just kind of got to wait on the plank a little bit here. All right. JJ getting through the islands, making sure to get all the coins. Good stuff. And we're gonna wrap this one up. Okay, getting the extra kick there to make sure you didn't ledge grab. Cartoon grabbing the 100 coin star during the coin ring, and this is pretty solid. You know, we've got a sync here. JJ gonna be slightly ahead, but Cartoon not more than a second or two behind.
Yeah, still very, very close. Neither runner really making any mistakes so far. Yeah, both of them will likely be going for the Wild Blue right now. JJ maintaining that small lead at the moment.
Yep. Cartoons might have been a tiny bit better. I think he caught up by like a few tenths, if that.
Yeah, nothing too major, but with the difference
it's a cool
between
start
these two
to try
guys
to do fast. Not that you should try to do it fast in runs, but it is cool.
Wild Blue, one of the quicker stars in the run. Nice and easy.
To kick up there, losing the lead to Cartoon. Come up to the Womp King. Cartoon actually fell down here. I believe it was him. In the last
yeah, it
race.
was in the last race. Ended up belly sliding all the way down. Had to make his way back up, but not making that mistake this time. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I didn't catch what route JJ does, but you know, it would be nice to see both of these runners stay this sort of as close as they are throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, JJ's gonna do CCM17 though, so
okay.
We probably won't see it happen. Cartoon though might actually decide not to race the penguin. It's probably caused him too much grief. You know, he's like, all right, I'm probably better off just doing HMC early. Maybe even try double plus just to see if I get it off on the off chance I do.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
CCM17 a lot more race friendly though.
Both runners heading back into the slide now. CartoonBuffoon, I'm going to say 12.8, and JJ, I'm going to say 12.7. A good bounce there from Cartoon. 12.7 and a 12.7. So I got it right for JJ, but it was a 10th off with Cartoon. I underestimated him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cartoon forgetting to do the lag reduction there immediately. Loses a little bit of time to that, but nothing too crazy just yet.
So getting through the rings, you know, I think the success rate has gone up drastically from race number 1, from 0% to 100%. Oh, take that back. We're tied again. So JJ's back.
JJ actually taking the very slight lead there, just in the Cartoon accidentally getting too quick of a rollout. But even still, this run from Cartoon much better than his previous run. He was just getting out of Womps at this point, I believe.
Yeah. Please spam your emotes, GSA apparatus that dispenses and contains water. AKA sink. that was not a great joke. Just the call went dead. It's like, what do I even say to that?
I think you're reaching for a joke, but it just didn't land with anyone, I don't think. But yeah. Oh, JJ getting a bong. Not gonna be happy with that. Gonna probably be getting a normal cycle.
Yeah, Cartoon accelerating into the lead. You know, not too far ahead still. Gotta be careful. Long jump always a bit sketchy, but looking like he's gonna get a chig while JJ gonna be settling for a late cycle, I think.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a late cycle. So it was sort of in between the cycles, so maybe about, I want to say 6 seconds lost for JJ. Yeah, Cartoon back in the lead already.
This has been a really close race. Now we got Cartoon getting to be the first one to the star, but JJ not so far behind. That wall kick saves actually just a tiny bit of time if you're not going for double firsties, but not really meaning much in the long run. Now they're in the throw.
Yeah, pretty slow throw there from JJ, just Bowser bouncing along the ground. Yeah, both of them hitting their throws and low 10 minutes from both of them. A much better run from Cartoon so far.
Yeah, this is miles ahead of where he was in the first race. The low 10-minute Dark World split is definitely what you want to see. And heading into Sky Jump, I think his spirits are a lot higher than they were previously, and I think that will kind of continue. Cartoon, he started off with 0 momentum and never really got to build up much. But this race, I think it's been the exact opposite. He's definitely been on the up and up, so hopefully he can keep it going.
Yeah, like you were saying, you know, the power of the second run is definitely taking advantage of that. I mean, JJ had also just come off the back of a PB, but Cartoon missing the island, the sky jump there. Going to be backing it up with the mountain, just flying over there, nice and easy. But yeah, lead back in JJ's favor already.
Yeah, going for that triple jump dive with the wing cap. I think it's a little bit faster than flying, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe, but I think it's kind of a shame actually that JJ is going to be going for CCM 17 to have just a slightly off-sync moment in the run, because these guys are just like trading the lead back and forth, which is nice to see. And yeah, JJ going straight away for that 100 coin.
Yep.
Getting it out of the way first and foremost.
Wall kick's full work for Cartoon. You know, low on the wall kick, but actually makes it work. So, pretty surprising there. Able to get it done. JJ into his slip-sliding away with 100 coins. And CartoonBuffoon taking the penguin. You know, he might still decide to do the slide with 100 coin. We don't know yet.
I feel like he will stick with his route of doing the CCM 18, you know, doing the race with the penguin. But, yeah. You know, after that last race, maybe he will decide to play it safer.
So, JJ finishing this one up. I think this has been pretty solid, although not flawless. The race has had a few small mistakes. Cartoon going for the slide. This will solidify CCM 18. We will have to see if he actually wants to go for a safety red this time, so he doesn't lose the penguin or like fail the penguin race.
Yeah, maybe deciding to get a safety red. Misses the start.
Good thing he went neutral.
Oh yeah, and JJ with his unique wall kicks will work strat.
Yeah.
Doing a sort of blend of both strats, just being in between them.
Yeah, it loses like a second or so, but he really likes it, so I guess fair enough.
Yeah, if it works, you know.
I want to see someone do it the casual way. Oh, Cartoon nosedive into the snow, all over his face, in his hat. Probably feeling pretty cold. No safety red though, so the slide has to be pretty good. Can miss 1 coin, But other than that, can't be messing up here. So he's got the ones at the start. This jump is pretty tough, but he gets every single coin. That's good. That means he doesn't have to sweat too much on this part. That line of 5 can sometimes be difficult if you want to do it fast enough. Cartoon not missing any, so definitely showing that he does actually know how to do the slide well, doesn't need a safety red. And this will be a good finish. JJ finishing, or just getting his first star rather. He's gonna do balcony second. So, coming back into the stage, as Cartoon is about to join him. Big Boo's Haunt, kind of a long piece of castle movement to get to for Cartoon, but you know, we'll kind of see him get there in good time. Big Boo's balcony for JJ. It's a fairly long star for the category, about 26 seconds, 27, and a little bit tricky. House movement can be tough, and this booth fight if you want to do the long jump kill. Nope. JJ keeping it comfy. Keeping it classic. CartoonBuffoon, will he go for balcony? Nope. Haunted books. So kind of similar star order.
Yeah, we'll see JJ heading towards Shifting Sandland. Does he go for the double pillarless, or does he go for the HMC early?
He's definitely going to try it twice. Whether he gets it, who knows?
Yeah, because I know Rock Chalk also does double pillarless generally, and I know there was one race where he backs out of it because he was having some trouble with the Hammer pillarless, so ended up doing HMC early.
Yeah, we'll see if JJ will be able to get it. If not, CartoonBuffoon has some time to catch up. Otherwise, JJ consistency is definitely winning him the game. Alright, first plus. Medium bomb rather. So, gonna be going for backup.
Does not want to deal with having to go for medium bomb. It is possible, but it is a fair bit slower.
Backup. He actually went right into the star. That almost never happens.
And nicely done there from JJ to back that up. He's going to want to get these like two pillarlesses back to back now. If he doesn't, he's going to have to get the last backup star. But getting the big bomb here, getting back over the sand dune, and looking good so far. Gets the double jump onto the pyramid, and in he goes. He's going to have to do that again, though, while Cartoon going to be going for his pillarless. Yeah.
Smart from JJ to get trying to top the pyramid rather than secrets, because if you get it first, the secrets one is kind of optional, whereas if you do the secrets one first, you're really committed, because if you do only one, then you've lost time for no reason. So being intelligent there in his routing. CartoonBuffoon, nice plus, though. Not losing time like he did last. Actually, no. He did get plus first try last race, I think.
Yeah, it was Copus that died to it.
Alright, dude, he's getting the second one.
Yeah, it was Copus that died to pillarless and got the medium bomb and did the backup there. But yeah, JJ getting the secrets. And it's going to be JJ still in the lead here. He's got a shorter star left than Cartoon.
True.
JJ going to be doing the top of the pyramid while Cartoon gotta go and bop the big bird.
Alright, decent job from Cartoon to land that one. JJ going to be wrapping up the stage. 1814 is actually a pretty solid run. You look at the world record times, they're in like the mid 17s. You know, want to get like 1730s. And 1815 is a really solid start, putting him definitely on a kind of PB pace.
Yeah, JJ.
But JJ known for like, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say JJ going to end up maybe being greedy, getting two PBs like back to back, basically.
would be
But
insane.
yeah, as you were saying.
JJ very capable of playing close to summer best throughout the first half of the run. It seems like, whenever he is on PB pace, like the first half of the run was like 30 or less seconds off his summer best. All right.
Yeah, I think he was saying he was like 17 seconds off summer best until upstairs, which is just crazy to think of. That's some great consistency from him.
Yeah, Cartoon looking a lot better this race though. JJ, it's hard to match that kind of consistency, but Cartoon has really been playing well. For whatever standards he's got, he's definitely able to get a 49. I mean, you'd have to play super well, of course, but it's still a solid start, and I think he can at least be happy knowing that he's showing off that he is actually a good player, he's got some skill, can get the stars done, and that he wants to be in the playoffs, because JJ is ahead of him in the leaderboards, but not by a whole lot. JJ's in 3rd, Cartoon's in 6th, so we'll have to see where they end up afterwards, but both of them looking likely to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and JJ definitely showing that he deserves to be in the playoffs. He's been doing a pretty good job here so far. I mean, we saw him get the double pill list, so definitely doing all of the big strats. And I mean, I don't think, is there anyone else that has a 49? I know JJ got the 50 flat just before.
Like in the league?
In the Division 2, yeah.
Jogi, Taba, and Protoman have 49, I think.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, JJ right on the cusp. Oh, and Cartoon doesn't get onto the platform though, falling down. Gonna have to get another burn up onto a platform. But falls off again.
2 HP.
Okay.
Really careful. You gotta watch the fire at the top. Don't want to be too hasty now. Okay.
Okay, he's made it past the fire, playing it slightly
looking good,
safer, I guess. But yeah, making it up that time around. JJ bopping the big bully there. Yeah, definitely here a scary moment there from Cartoon.
Alright, 2 stars left for Cartoon. This star is usually done in Mario Cam for a better angle, but you can just kind of YOLO it if you want, or he might not be going for the ledge grab skip. Going for bullies. JJ shouldn't be heading back in the volcano. I think his last star is elevator.
Yeah, I think so too, and that is exactly what he's going for. And I think Cartoon may have the bully left, so see how that goes. JJ with the long jump to the star. And yeah, big bully for Cartoon. So I think it's maybe about 20 seconds difference or so between these two runners. JJ getting burned on his way to DDD.
In another burn for Cartoon, last star, 3 HP, gotta watch out, killing the bully, but that can always be sketchy.
Yeah, as long as you don't get some weird thing happen on those steps. Manages to get to the start and is safe from death this time. Yeah. JJ heading into Die Docks with half of his health gone.
Yeah, we saw Kopitz almost die, can't forget.
Yeah.
It was Kopitz, wasn't it?
It was Kopitz, yeah. Getting bopped by the shark on his way as well. And JJ going for some very tight angles on the chest, and it's not working out for him. Maybe just wants to try and trying to cut the corners as much as possible, but cut them a bit too short. And we're losing a little bit of time to that.
Yep, CartoonBuffoon onto the first chest, a good turn. Second one, pretty decent. Rounding third base, I suppose. I mean, very, very calm swing from Crouton, but getting it done. So JJ onto the sub. This is still a good run for him. Lethal Lava Land, not perfect, but no deaths.
Yeah, Cartoon definitely keeping JJ within arm's reach so that if JJ does make a mistake, he can pounce on that and maybe make up some time.
Yeah, JJ's just a bit of swimming ahead.
Yeah, we have got Feisty coming up just after this next Manta Ray star, and that could be a deciding factor of, you know, we could maybe see another lead change, and if one of the runners fails to get the early cycle, Cartoon having a big dive over the star.
Yeah, I really
I
overshot
don't have
that
to go
one.
back.
Hey, JJ Manta Ray looking okay, smooth enough, getting all the rings. One of
No
those
Manta
situations
Troll for
where
JJ.
you do actually kind of need to have good swimming to get the right turn through the first two. Once you get that done, it's a pretty straight shot through the third, fourth, and fifth one. Okay, Cartoon looking to slow down a bit, be able to get through the rings.
Yeah, taking his time just a little bit, but getting all the rings and not losing a whole lot of time to it. JJ
He's been
starting up
practicing the
his
new fire
badge number
receipt.
5C.
Yep, he's for sure going for it.
Going for that.
Oh.
New movement.
Hanging on the ceiling. Who would have thought that would actually ever be in a run? Looks like he's able to get it. Not very early, but still very comfy. I think this really suits JJ because normal lava boost you got to go really fast, and JJ was actually pretty good at lava boost. You know, he was able to get in races, but this is something that's definitely well within his wheelhouse as a consistent player.
Yeah, it just gives him that little bit of extra time to just like, you know, given the ability to make mistakes, Cartoon having a bit of trouble,
Yeah,
not gonna be able
gonna
to make that early cycle. So JJ's lead just growing here in Fire C.
I think this is going to be like 30 seconds behind his PB. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, and I think he was saying he was about 17 seconds off summer best around this point. So yeah, I mean, being able to keep up with that early game must be very, very tough. Yeah, JJ definitely having a pretty good run here, and Cartoon, seriously, he's not really that far behind.
Yeah, I think
all
this is
things
technically
considered.
40. I think this is technically 49 pace for JJ. Hard to say exactly, but this seems about on target.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see upstairs to come for both of these runners. And yeah, we'll just have to hope for the best for these guys because they are playing pretty well. Cartoon, I imagine, would be much happier so far with this run over the last one.
Yeah, JJ starting out that wedge hour 100, missing a coin, not going to go back for it. Going to have to be on perfect coin count. You know, don't have to be flawless movement, but got to be flawless in your coin collection. Don't want to let a single one get away. You know, it's actually faster to just run on the ground. You know, I used to just like jump under the boxes. It's better to get all the coins. But if you want to be optimal, that's actually not a bad thing to do. JJ also pushing the box in pretty far. So overall, good stuff for JJ. Trying to get through this, still on 75 coins, hasn't missed anymore. Cartoon starting off his, getting all the coins, so not having to worry about perfect coin count just yet. JJ coming to the Czechia, the last part of the star. This is very RNG dependent. Obviously, you're just throwing the Czechia. Nice coins for JJ.
Coins definitely be ahead with the JJ, and JJ not making the same mistake as Cope. It's falling off the plank, able to stay on there. Cartoon making his way around, still has that coin in hand, has not lost anything here. Going to be collecting his 5th secret and collecting the coins from within the box. Looking to be pretty safe on that.
Yep.
Can still miss one coin. And there it is. Misses one coin from the chuck gear. Perfectly fine though, because you can just pick up this line of 5 coins. While JJ going for the safety side flip as well onto the plank. Not having to really, you know, worry about having an angle on the long jumps.
So, that was like the most Canadian so of my life. Maybe British, I don't know. CartoonBuffoon still got a couple stars left, but JJ really showing off here. He's done with Wet Dry World, I think, unless he's got top of the town left.
Yeah, he's got top of the town left.
Okay,
actually.
take it back.
He's got 38 stars.
Reel it on back. CartoonBuffoon still pretty close, 1 star behind. 30-ish seconds. But JJ just being very consistent, but it is definitely upstairs where his runs kind of get choppy. We got some tough stages like TTM and, of course, Tippy, where you can lose 20 seconds at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, both runners just getting this top of the town star. Cartoon still has 1 star left here to collect. I think it's the shocking arrow lifts star. So the shortest star in the stage, I think. Yeah, JJ heading into THI. We're starting off with these secrets.
Yep, JJ, good angle here. This is actually a pretty tough star to do well. JJ got the tight space movement very well here. And that looks really clean. So JJ, hard to top that one.
Yeah, very, very clean there from JJ. Nicely done. Does get a ledge grab, but not a huge deal. Does manage to get the secrets movement pretty clean there.
Cartoon, starting off his secrets now. This looks like a good angle. Knocking the secret though, that really sucks. Little Goomba hitting him as well. And the second one almost knocked him off the edge. Sacrificing its own life to ruin Cartoons. But not today. Cartoon says, you know what, I'm going to stay on my ground at least. So not the best secrets, but still getting it done.
Yeah, it does have to do the side flip back up at the top there, but... And a little bit of a slip up, also getting the ledge grab at the end. But, yeah, no deaths here from Cartoon, which is always good to see.
Yeah, JJ coming in here for his Piranha Star. Actually doing it with dives. Usually people do it with slide kicks. But JJ gonna take it out with some more straight up movement.
And Cartoon with a weird camera angle, having Maricam zoomed out. I'm not sure if that really affected his movement too badly, but getting to the top of the mountain nonetheless. 1 star left in THI for him. And JJ about to enter TTM. A very vertical stage, much like TTC. Going to be going for the 2 top of the mountain stars first, I would imagine. Yeah, going to be going for the mountain clip. A very low mountain clip at that as well, but getting the up warp in the water, log wall kick, working just fine for him. First frame wall kick as well, as Cartoon finishes up THI. And a nice just single wall kick there from JJ, and a nice breathtaking view from the bridge, or from behind the waterfall towards the bridge, in Mario's case. True.
I guess you're looking from the bridge to the waterfall. It's like, oh, there's a star there.
But it's also breathtaking because it's behind water.
That is very true. I didn't think of it like that.
The water just takes your breath away as you pass through it to get the star. And Cartoon immediately going for the star that he died on in the last race, doesn't make the same mistake. But yeah, I find it interesting that Cartoon goes for these stars at the bottom first when, for the most part, you would see runners going up the mountain just in case they fell.
Yeah.
And if you do fall, obviously you don't have those backups down here. Yeah, JJ going to be going for the red coins on the scary shrooms, getting over them nice and quickly. And Cartoon just behind him, going for the same star, but has the 2 mountain stars to do right after this. And it looks like I wasn't sure if Cartoon was going for the fast ending there, but going for the wall kick nonetheless.
Yeah, it was okay. Not the worst reds ever in your life by any means.
I mean, the worst reds ever may have involved a death or two, so, you know.
Wait,
None
I
of them
think
dying, so...
Cartoon had a red coin star where he, like, lost a red, went all the way down to get it, and then on his way back up, when he went down again, he went, like, too far left and completely missed the mushroom.
Okay, and Cartoon with the bruiseless flex. Nicely done from him.
That was sick.
I don't remember if he went for that in the first race, but either way, JJ now going for that last star in TTM doesn't even go for bruiseless. Cartoon making up some time there.
Cartoon's actually really good at bruiseless. Must be all those like ROM hack experience tricks. Although I don't know if bruiseless relates to ROM hacks very well, but maybe just having to do like very specific wall kicks.
Maybe, but yeah, JJ. Speaking of specific wall kicks, we'll be going for the snowman's head here. I'm a bit of trouble lining up the triple jump, but gets the wall kick on that little bit of bridge there, and making it up to the top of the snowman's head. Cartoon will be about to finish up TTM, climbing all the way to the top of this mountain. And he will be joining JJ in Snowman's Land.
Yeah, he's done really well to keep up with JJ, who hasn't really given us much to talk about in terms of big mistakes. He's just been cruising along Snowman's Land. The 1 star is Snowman's big head, and he got that one out of the way. So it's just been a really uphill battle for CartoonBuffoon. If this was Kopitz, he'd be killing it. But JJ is just really playing out of his mind at the moment.
Of course, JJ getting that PB before this race, and looking to be on a good run again right now. Kind of takes me back to 2017 when I got my first 56 and then got my second in my speed gaming race back then. Good times.
Good times.
Back when I was consistent. Anyway, back to this race, where we got a very consistent JJ getting his 51st start, almost called it 51st. That's not a word. Cartoon getting his 50th star here. And yeah, JJ just finishing up Snowman's Land now.
It's been pretty good. CartoonBuffoon getting the hardest star done. Just these pretty free ones, although nothing is ever truly free. It just kind of, as a throwaway term, it is pretty free.
I know, still managed to make mistakes on it, but you know, it happens. Yeah, for the most part, it is pretty easy to do. Don't really need to worry about it too much. Yeah, JJ grabbing MIPS for the second time as he is about to go into HMC. Cartoon not sliding off the top of the box this time around.
Yep, JJ entering HMC, looking to be the kind of castle movement sequence ahead. Looking to be about 40-45 seconds, I think is accurate. So, good enough lead that he can afford like a couple mistakes, but CartoonBuffoon definitely still in this one.
Yeah, Cartoon is still within, you know, within points territory, and now JJ, he hasn't really put a foot out of line in this race. He's done very well, but Cartoon missing MIPS, going to be grabbing him closer to HMC just a little bit, but yeah. Oh, JJ not getting over the wall there for the triple jump box star. Going to be going for the Christmas Miracle backup. He's got a second attempt at that after this star.
Yep, you know, HMC does give you plenty of backups, but they are kind of annoying. It's just like, if you miss the box jump, then you gotta go all the way down, get the lucky door, do Christmas Miracle, miss it again, you do Amazing Emergency Exit, gets annoying, you fall off the platform, all this stuff. It's pretty rough. So, CartoonBuffoon trying his for the first time, able to get it. JJ's second try. Oh my god!
Oh no,
the first
taking a
D
death.
followed by a death!
And the first big mistake from JJ, a death in HMC. That, I did not see that coming. He's going to have to go for this again, but that has made Cartoon catch up a lot right now. So JJ still with a slight lead, but you know, Cartoon definitely closing at this point.
Yeah, big opportunity for Cartoon to take advantage of. Kind of get back into contention here. That's one mistake from JJ and a very unlikely one. HMC would have been a really consistent stage otherwise, but already having to deal with a death. Not a great sign here. Tippy might expand upon this little bit of shakiness. Clean start there for JJ though, kind of overcoming that, so might want to nip that one in the bud.
And I feel like JJ should be able to recover from this, you know. And he still does hold the lead at the moment, so as long as he keeps a level head on, he should be able to maintain this lead for the time being. Getting trolled as well, though. So a little bit of unfortunate RNG for JJ. Manages to get out of the way of the boulder, though, very nicely. But the boulder's behaving here for Cartoon, having no troubles with it at all.
Yeah, up to tipping though. This is where the run really comes to a head. Rainbow Ride, lag 2 bounce, of course. Tick-tock clock, 100 coin, of course. It only goes uphill. JJ is still on a... Well, actually, I think he's on 49 pace. This is huge. He's definitely on 49 pace. I take that back. This is a monstrous chance for him to PB. This is ridiculous. JJ, a consistent player, you know, PB'd from like a 50.05 to a 50 flat. Now with another opportunity to breach the everlasting barrier that is the 50-minute gap. 49 to go on his resume in a GSA race, but it's not going to happen with lag 2 bounds. Alright, we'll see if he can get reds cleanly. It's not too bad of a backup if you can. But still, JJ sweating.
I mean, with the added pressure of being on PB pace in a league race, I mean, could there be any more pressure other than being on PB pace, you know, when you're at pace? Could you imagine that? Maybe we'll see that while we're there.
That would be something else, for sure.
Of course, pace coming up next month. Going to be having the finals of these leagues. Yeah, going to be a really good event
not
now.
Getting lag 2 bounce. He was too far away. Gonna have to go for tricky triangles now. Rainbow Ride trying to kill his 49 dreams. Alright, at least able to get the longest for tricky triangles. So, you know, he is backing up the stars pretty well. Just needs to get this lag 2 bounce sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it looked like Cartoon had a bit of trouble as well with these the reds at the start. Maybe a small thing for him to practice, maybe. But, you know, getting through the maze with some decent pace. Yeah, JJ really going to want to get this lag 2 bounce this time around. We'll see if he gets it.
Alright, can he get out the pole? Most important thing, he's got it.
Yeah, going very high on that plank to make sure he does grab the pole. Taking no risk, does not want to miss lag 2 bounce for a third time. Oh, Cartoon falling down in tricky triangles. Tricky Triangles is the name of the star. My tongue just got twisted by the Tricky Triangles. But yeah, Cartoon managing to get the back up that time. And JJ making his way through Swinging in the Breeze. So around about a a Swinging in the Breeze star lead for JJ.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really tight now. He lost a lot of time in Rainbow Ride. If you look at TikTok clock and bits, I think 49 is actually a bit rip. It'd take an incredible TikTok clock and bits combination to pull off in under 6 minutes. So I think 49 might be gone. But what an incredible run for JJ to be on 49 pace into Tippy and still on super low 50 pace right now.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get the angle for the wall kick, but
yeah,
getting the back up nice and quickly. And yeah, Cartoon managing to get up there.
Cartoon
and the gap really has just stayed really close the entire race, which is, really good to see.
Yeah, Cartoon could probably tie PB almost. This is like from a 57, the worst race probably of the league. Could be his best race of the league. This probably is.
Yeah, the ultimate turnaround in a matter of an hour. So
yeah, second race magic. It's real. Although I want to come up with a catchier name for it. Although maybe not as magic as I'd like to believe. Struggling a bit with this 100 coin, losing a bit of time to JJ, even though he was pretty close behind. Getting stuck on the 70 coin box. Inviswall, gotta back this one up. Gotta be careful. There's even more Inviswalls around here, and he doesn't even want to mess with it. CartoonBuffoon going for the extremely safe option.
And yeah, I mean, I don't blame him playing safe after what happened in the last race as well. You don't want to see that happening 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ going to be entering at time stopped. Possibly going for the time jumps on moving bars. I swear I remember the names of these stars.
Yep.
Having a little bit trouble with the triple jump there. Went for the side flip. Doesn't get the wall kick that time as well. But gets up there on the 3rd attempt.
So JJ also not doing these time moving stars right away. He's going for time stop ones. Moving bars is done. CartoonBuffoon going to get pitted the pendulums. I like this star order approach. Getting TikTok clock 100 done, then going right onto the time moving stars, working top down methodically. And is there like some copy pasta going on? I guess not.
I mean, it seems like it was starting. I don't know if people are going to continue it, but JJ having a bit of trouble with the time moving. Doesn't get the triple jump on the spinning bars. But Cartoon seems to be having no trouble. JJ falling all the way down the reds again.
Oh. This really sucks. Oh, that pendulum almost killed him.
Yeah, and I think that actually, Cartoon, he is in the lead now, yeah. So a nice and
clean
tipping
from slightly different stars, but definitely in the lead.
Yeah, and I think Cartoon definitely having a much smoother TTC than JJ. Yeah, JJ just starting to crack at the seams, and you can't blame him for making mistakes at this stage.
No, but
having
it's so
already
awesome
PB
that
tonight.
Sorry, but it's awesome that Cartoon and JJ were able to play this well, and Cartoon is still playing this well. Oh my God, JJ falling down, not taking a death.
Yeah, manages to avoid death this time, but yeah, gonna have to make his way up in a time-moving clock. It's a very awkward place to be, but managing to get to the get a hand star with the backup. We've got 1 more star left for Cartoon. I believe it's 2 more for JJ. Gonna be doing 1 more timed moving. Cartoon just has the red coins to go.
JJ's very early on these triple jump wall kicks. You know, it kind of makes sense why he failed the one. Cartoon, wait, I think Cartoon's done now. Reds might be the last star, and then he's gonna go get towed.
Yeah, Toad remaining looking like a very low 50 for Cartoon.
I wouldn't say a low 50. It would be more of like a mid, maybe high 50.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, still, if he's able to clutch this out and get a 50, being within a minute of your PB in a race is very good. JJ getting that triple jump over the to the third red coin. I am starting to lose my voice. I do apologize.
Oh, it's perfectly understandable. It's been quite a day here. A very eventful stream.
Yeah, we went from a 57-minute race from Kopitz and Cartoon to a much faster race here from these two runners. I've been playing. Yeah, Cartoon has just been accelerating from Tippy onwards, basically taking the lead from JJ, and I mean, could still have a change of lead again if Cartoon has a bit of trouble, but
and he does. What a save! Oh, that was almost a great backup. He was doing like the 120 stars triple jump.
Yeah, having a bit of trouble getting back up, giving JJ an opportunity to catch up. If Cartoon stays like this, he, okay, does manage to get up, but
oh my God! What a colossal fall! JJ in the lead. Can he get this moving left side? No, he can't.
And we're going for it stationary this time. Gets it.
Oh wow!
So JJ back in the lead here.
Cartoon's got to do it again.
He's going for it moving.
And all of a sudden, Cartoon with such an unlucky death, trying to play it safe, but ended up losing like 30 seconds. And now JJ is in the lead, can maybe afford to miss a throw.
I'm not sure how to call this at the moment. It's all in the throws.
And that was... wow, I thought that was a miss, but he got it. Falling into Bowser, though. Can't miss a throw now with that mistake. Cartoon right on the money.
And JJ hitting his second as well.
It's coming down to the wire now. JJ got to hit this throw to win the game. And what a comeback in the waning seconds. Able to get a 51. CartoonBuffoon. What a race from him. So excellently played throughout and getting the lead up in Sky. Commiserations. Bowser in the Sky, just such a hard stage, and it really just took the wind right out from under his feet. You really got to feel like he earned that one, but JJ, outside of Tippy, he played like a beast. 49 pace going up there. Can't say that he did not earn this one. And with a time of 51.22 to 51.26, that was a fantastic showing from both runners. Hey, Cartoon, I gotta say, second race magic. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling disappointed. I should have won. I literally should have, yeah. Back up for my life. I'm just bad at bits, but still better than a 57 at least. I'll take that.
Okay, so can I say something real quickly?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. So when I got the 100 coin star, I'm like, okay, I have all the rest of the stars left. So I enter moving, and it was actually random, not moving.
Oh.
So that's why I had no clue what to do, and I couldn't get myself together. I was +5 on my PB out of SL, and I was shaking.
Yeah, we were talking about how just come off the back of a really good run with that 50 flat and another potential 49 pace at this point. I mean, you played so well for so long. I mean, in the end, making mistakes in Tippy is bound to happen. But yeah, just about managing to take the win from beneath Cartoon's feet.
I was very surprised I was able to. I thought it was over in TTC. I was falling apart. Oh my god.
You doubt my ability to play bad at the end.
Bro, all I saw was you failed the triple jump wall kick, or I wasn't paying attention. I saw you wall kicking back and forth. I'm like, oh my god, I can catch back up. And then I see you actually somehow save it. And I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna win this. So I was just going all out. I usually don't go for moving, but I did. And I missed it anyways, so.
Yeah, it was a very good race to watch, a very good race to comment. It was back and forth all through the beginning and all the way through upstairs, and then it looked like JJ was starting to accelerate, and then the TTC mistakes allowed Cartoon to catch back up. It was just a very entertaining race and a very different tone to the first race Cartoon did today.
Cartoon, an excellent showman. I'm commiseration. You really did have that one, but if the times were switched, we would have had the most boring races of the entire league. But instead, they were both super exciting. So there you go.
Yeah.
If they were switched, I would have still got more points though. So
That's true.
I would have been glad to do that. But just looking out for the viewers, the peoples.
Exactly.
Man of the people. Cartoon, what a guy. Hope you all enjoyed the race. Any last words?
I'm going to do HMC triple jump for like an hour.
I'm gonna practice Bowser in the Sky for the rest of my life and still never get it right.
I don't know how I died. That's what I was confused about. I think I got thirsty. Like I did my normal movement and I didn't even land on the platform. I just fell off.
Thirsty.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for that race. Thank you for joining us again, commentating 2 races in a row with me tonight.
Thank you for the commentary.
Yeah, we've got Celeste coming up next with Scrub Lord versus Kai Kitty. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Never been good with names, but
Probably
yeah, got that. Celeste. Maybe. Either way, Celeste up next, and yeah, bye from us for tonight.
Alright, see ya.
Peace out.